Hello, and welcome to Scrum Mechanic Community Builds Week 21. We've been going almost half a year. That's crazy. So, first off is a Nissan Safari or a Nissan Patrol made by is5fo. 6-cylinder diesel, leaves, coilovers. Okay. So, has a 2-link panhard in the front. There's the 6-cylinder engine, exhaust, leaves in the rear with. I like how you included mock shocks for it. That adds good detail. The grill looks really good. Okay. Back doors don't seem to open. I'll probably have to get in the driver's seat to make everything work. Sunroof, and it's right-hand drive. I forgot that these are right-hand drive. Okay. Ooh. That's different. Okay. Really good looking interior. Okay, so that's the door. That is lights. The turn signals make noise. What's this do? I can't hear it, so. Oh, that's the hood. Check out the engine. Why is it spinning? Very slowly spinning. It's also leaning to the right. Come on. There we go. This looks good. This looks really good. Wow. That's pretty much exactly how I'd expect it to look in a real one. Cool. Okay. It's that one. Let's see how it drives. So, not sure why it's leaning to one side, but oh well. Really big. Well, a real one is fairly big. Nissan Patrols, I believe, are often used in like safaris and whatnot, usually off-road situations. They're very good off-road vehicles. I like it. The handle's really good. Let's see if it'll go up. I need to make a map for these videos. I like how for the most part it doesn't oversteer, but if you use too much throttle and steering, the back end will slide out. handle's really good. Like this, it's not really, oh, there it goes. It's not really sliding. But then if I do that, it slides quite a bit. I like this. This is awesome. Cool. Okay. That's awesome. Once I make a new showroom, I'll stick this in it. Next is a trophy truck by Robbie Grammans. Four-link, back, beam in the front, lights, hood, doors. Okay. This reminds me of the truck I made for a challenge with Alstrac. Okay. Very simple. Looks like it's completely vanilla. Hood. Backwards hood. Alright, let's try this. Ooh, okay. It's really powerful, that's for sure. Powerful enough to do wheelies, holy. Decent wheel travel. Good for being vanilla. Oops. No, it's stuck. I'm surprised it does wheelies. That's cool. And the handle's pretty good when the wheels are on the ground. So that's the only issue, is the wheelies. He jumps pretty well. There you go. You know you did words. You know you did your suspension right when it does wheelies like this. Holy. This is actually kind of hard to drive, just because it always wants to pick up the front end. It is fun though. Needs a little bit of weight in the front. In my opinion, at least. Okay. It's crazy. Okay. There's something about this I like. A lot. So, next is a car by Xandru Warhall 8 Ruby. I probably pronounced that wrong, but okay. Burnout Paradise. I do not remember that. Interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have any flat areas to really show this off. Suspension's freaking out. Body looks good. Body looks really good. Fairly big interior, I'm surprised. Almost looks like a jet car with this being open. Or lights and thrusters. Okay. So as I said, I can't really show it off because of ride height and how the ground is all bumpy and stuff. But I will check out everything under it. So it okay. Straight axles. Yes, this has straight axles. That is really weird. This kind of car would have independent, and either push rod or pull rod, most likely. Not straight axles. But I've never seen them done like this. Like, that's really weird. Weird in a good way. Actually quite interesting. This is just a simple 3-link on the back. You know what? Oh, sway bar. Okay. This has a sway bar. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, as I said, you'd normally have independent suspension. For racing, straight axles, or solid, or however you want to say it, are very bad. Because if this wheel does something, it's going to force this wheel to do something, and you don't want that. And other reasons that I'm not going to go into detail on. Even underneath, this part of the body looks really good. For this kind of suspension, you are missing a couple bearings. But other than that, this is cool. I'm gonna try and drive it really quick. Wrong door. Fast steering. I'm surprised. Yeah, I can't really show it here. Too bumpy. As I said, I need to make a world with like a off-road area and a flat area and whatnot for showing off different vehicles. This is awesome. It looks really good. Okay. That's another one that's going to be going in my new showroom once I finally build it. Next is a blue hot rod by Mocraft05. Looks like an old Ford like T-bucket or something. Simple rear suspension. I like how you got the front suspension proper. Exactly how it would be. Except you would also have a bar going from the chassis to the front, but this is awesome. Supercharged V8. Suicide doors. Yeah, just simple rear suspension. Let's see how this handles. And it's got a duck on it. Lots of understeer. But it looks quite good. Just like this car in real life, there's next to nothing to it. It's basically an engine, wheels, and a little body. And usually people put massive engines in them. Ooh, spring glitch. That's not good. Yep, spring glitch. Okay. That's easy to fix on the back, at least. The front I'd have to play around with a little bit to fix, but I like it. That spring glitch kind of ruined it for me, but other than that, that's just a simple fix. But this is really good. This is cool. With the way he made this intake, you don't need these carburetors here. Just saying. This is cool. I like it. I'd like to see a version with a hood, too, just like the top part. Leave the sides open. But and a duck. Oh, there's my phone. How's my phone going off? Okay. There's not really much to show on this car, but I like what there is to show. It's just simple, but it looks good and it gets the point across. I like it. That's awesome. Needs a little bit of work. Just a little bit. But it's really cool. Okay, so last week there was a box truck. There's two new versions of it. Bush and Edwin both, or did Edwin make both of these? I don't remember. It says both of these versions are made by Edwin, so I'm going to show this version. I'm going to actually show this version. This one is just a like an off-road version, so it's got a 4-link in the rear. Looks like it's got a 4-link in the front also. And yeah, that's basically it. But I'll put a link to both in the description, but I'm gonna actually show off this one, as this is huge. It's got a V8. Looks like it's naturally aspirated. 4-wheel steer. Whoa, why is it doing that? Okay. Here we go. This is massive. Yep, interior is the same. If you want to see the original truck, go and watch Community Builds Week 20. Interesting. Oops. No. Reminds me of an old video game. Just the kind of games where you like race vehicles that are turned into monster trucks. Like everything's a monster truck and it's just random vehicles like box vans, trucks, cars, but with massive suspension under them and do jumps and flips and stuff. That kind of old game. I like this. The body's like not... Oh, and that's a tree. Oops. I was about to say the body's pretty much not even moving. Which is crazy. This is huge. Get in. So much suspension travel. I'd like to see separate controls for the front and rear steering, just because it rolls really easy having all-wheel steering constantly. Or sway bars. Sway bars would help a lot. This is awesome. I'd like to see this go around some kind of monster truck arena. Trees don't like it very much though. But trees suck. No, trees are awesome. Keep us alive. No, don't roll again. Saved it. Ah. I came kind of close to rolling my dad's Jeep one time. That was scary. How do we get out? Oh, there we go. It's crazy. Look at how big it is. I can almost walk under it. The actual body you can walk under. It's huge. This thing's awesome. I gotta test the flex. I just have to. Jeez. Doesn't want to stay in one spot, but it's a lot. That's awesome. It would be better if you triangulated the bottom also, it just help it not move side to side so much. But it's awesome. Okay, the last one for today is made by Convert. It is a 10x10 military truck. Gray HUV 10x10. No idea if this is modeled after something specific or whatever. Independent front suspension, it looks like, with straight axles in the back. Tow tanks. Okay, so it's like a giant tow truck. Okay. Yeah, this is big. Lag's not bad. So, issue with this. With having independent suspension, you can't have a solid tie rod, or else you will get steering issues. So, I will drop it again to show you. When it hits the ground, watch the wheel turn. It almost did. Anyways, this is because as the suspension moves, the wheel is going to move in and out. And as it does that, the tie rod, as the wheel moves in, the tie rod is going to force it to tow out, as in the front of the wheel will turn out. So just a little issue with that. Other than that, this is crazy. I want to see the engine. Does the top open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Twin turbo V12. Guessing it's a diesel. Sorry. That opens. Wow. It's the gas cap. That opens that. I'm guessing that's for tuning. This opens the cage for the spare tire. And that opens that door. And it's left-hand drive. So, let's jump inside and check out the interior. Can't use the ladder. It's a 4-seater. You sit really far back. Alright, so that is the left turn signal. Does it work right? Oh, full manual. Okay. Horn. Right. Then headlights. And towing lights. Or marker lights. That's the door. And that is 4 ways. Okay. It's not too laggy so far. Really liking it so far. There's like nothing that would really stand in this thing's way. Another issue with your tie rods is it's forcing the suspension to be the same on both sides. So like if the left wheel goes up, the right one wants to. What did you use for the like bolt things there on the step? That looks good. The detail on this is awesome. Like, I love big trucks like this. Just looking at them, watching them drive off-road. A lot of torque. It's good. Massive. Okay, so that is going to be the end of this week's video. I'm just going to set everything up like I usually do for the thumbnail. As always, the vehicles I have shown will be in order in the description. Oops. There we go. This should be on the other side of that. I'm gonna put this one here. How big is the Nissan? Yeah, I got that too. Need more room. Okay. I will put this here. And then put this here. And this here. That should get them all on screen. Yes. Awesome. And there's the thumbnail. Okay. So, that's it for this week. Awesome creations, as always. Yeah. This week's creations I would definitely keep. I am gonna keep. So yeah. Thanks for sending them in. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.